Do you know that sometimes things that seem simple from the outside can be incredibly complicated on the inside, especially in criminal cases? On the surface, they may look ordinary, but once the investigation begins, many challenges arise. Today, we will discuss a case just like that one where numerous clues were found, but solving it required significant effort from the police. Hello, friends. How are you all doing? Today, we will talk about the VAISHNAVI Babar case. This case starts in Maharashtra's Raigad district, near Navi Mumbai, in the Kalamboli Police Station area. Around Sector 1 of this area, there lived a family in 2023. The family consisted of parents, 2 daughters, and a son. The father worked as a school bus driver, the mother was a homemaker, the elder daughter worked in Dubai, and the younger daughter, VAISHNAVI Babar, was 19 years old. VAISHNAVI had completed school and was now in college. She was pursuing a Bachelor of Commerce degree at CIS College in Sion and was in her first year. Her younger brother was 10 years old and attended school. This was a simple, middle-class family of 5. VAISHNAVI would leave for college around 10 a.m. every day. The distance from Kalamboli to Sion is about 48 kilometers, and she commuted by local train. The story takes a turn on December 12, 2023. Like every day, VAISHNAVI left for college at 10 and her mother was waiting for her to return in the evening, but VAISHNAVI did not come back on time. Initially, her mother thought she might be stuck in traffic, as that had happened occasionally. When delayed, VAISHNAVI would usually call her mother to inform her, but that day, she didn't. Concerned, her mother tried calling VAISHNAVI, but sometimes the phone was unreachable, and other times it would ring and then disconnect. This worried her even more. VAISHNAVI usually returned home by 5 or 6 p.m., but by 8 or 9 p.m., there was no sign of her. Her mother called VAISHNAVI's college friends to inquire, but they too had no information about her. Frantic, she did everything she could to trace her daughter's whereabouts. Finally, at 9 p.m., accompanied by some people, she went to the Kalamboli Police Station and filed a missing person report. The police began their initial inquiries, asking when VAISHNAVI had left home, her daily travel routine, whether she had stopped anywhere, and what she was wearing. Her mother answered all their questions. VAISHNAVI had left for college at 10 a.m. and had not returned home. She was a data science student at CIS College. Meanwhile, on the same day, December 12th, another shocking incident took place near Sanpada Railway Station, which you'll learn about later. The Kalamboli police started questioning VAISHNAVI's family, friends, and acquaintances, but they couldn't reach any conclusions. As days turned into weeks, the family began to feel that the police weren't doing enough. VAISHNAVI's college students started putting pressure on the police, and the media began covering the story of the young girl who had gone missing. When the case reached the Navi Mumbai Police Commissioner, a special team was formed to work solely on this case. By now, 3 weeks had passed since VAISHNAVI went missing on December 12, 2023. On January 6, 2024, a special team was created, led by the DCP of the crime branch. Officers from Navi Mumbai's anti-human trafficking unit were also included. It can be said that the real investigation began on January 6th. The special team collected information from VAISHNAVI's family and acquaintances where she was last seen, who she met, and where she might have gone. The investigation took a new direction as the team delved deeper into the case. From the journey between her house in Kalamboli to her college in Sion, all the CCTV cameras along VAISHNAVI's route were examined. The police started investigating her call records, last known location, and everything linked to her mobile number. Officers began checking cameras near the CIS College in Sion. Soon, footage showed VAISHNAVI near the college heading somewhere. Following her route, the cameras revealed she traveled straight to GTB Nagar Railway Station and boarded a local train. Police tracked the train's route and checked cameras at the stations it stopped at. They discovered footage of VAISHNAVI alighting at Kargar Railway Station alone, with no one appearing to follow her. Outside the station, however, a camera captured her meeting a boy. The two were then seen heading towards the Oak Camp Forest in Kargar. Along the way, various cameras showed them entering the forest, but after a delay of 2 to 3 hours, only the boy emerged. VAISHNAVI was not seen exiting the forest. Police suspected something had happened to her inside. Further investigation revealed that Vaishnavi's last phone conversation was with a number registered to Vaibhav Rangle, a resident near Kalamboli. Vaibhav was the boy seen with Vaishnavi in the footage. Call details showed their locations matched between 11 am and 4 p.m. on December 12th, indicating they were together during that time. When a police team visited Vaibhav's house, they learned he had died the same evening, at around 5 p.m., after jumping in front of a train near Navi Railway Station. Eyewitnesses informed the railway police, who recovered items from the tracks, including Vaibhav's phone. The phone had a lock screen message asking to return it to his family or the police. The post-mortem report showed no signs of foul play, and his death was ruled a suicide. His belongings were handed over to his family after the investigation. Further questioning of Vaishnavi's family revealed that she and Vaibhav had been neighbors in Kalamboli. Vaishnavi, 19, and Vaibhav, 24, were in love and wanted to marry. However, their families disapproved due to caste differences. Vaibhav, who had only studied until the 12th grade and worked small jobs, was not considered suitable by Vaishnavi's family. After opposition from both sides, Vaishnavi broke off contact with him, and Vaibhav's family moved away. Despite the separation, call records revealed that the two stayed in touch secretly through chats and calls. The crime branch, in collaboration with the railway police, focused on Vaibhav's belongings, especially his phone, suspecting it might hold clues. Unlocking the phone became critical, as it might reveal secrets about their relationship or the events leading up to their tragic end. The lock was opened, and an investigation was carried out. The police found several things on Vaibhav's phone that neither his own family nor Vaishnavi's family might have known. Initially, the police discovered a message in the Notes app on his phone. This message was last updated around 12 p.m. on December 12th. The note stated that Vaibhav had killed Vaishnavi, and her body was lying in the jungle near Kargar Hills, Ove Camp. A code, a 1501, was also mentioned in the note. This note made it clear that Vaibhav had murdered Vaishnavi and even provided the location of her body. Additionally, the phone contained several other notes, some in English and others in Marathi. The police thought the case was solved and only needed to locate the body. However, the code mentioned in the note remained a mystery. The search operation began at 8 am on December 13th and continued until 8 p.m., but no significant progress was made. Authorities involved groups like volunteer hikers, the Lonavala Rescue Team, the Fire Brigade, the Sidco Team, and even a dog squad. Drones were also used to search inaccessible areas. Despite searching for 12 hours daily, the team couldn't find anything. Weeks passed, and frustration grew as dozens of people combed through the jungle without success. The police commissioners suggested involving Forest Department officials, as they were familiar with the jungle and its surroundings. Even with their help, nothing was found. Doubts began to arise. Could Vaibhav have misled the police with the notes? Was Vaishnavi alive and hiding somewhere with him? However, Vaibhav's family claimed they had performed his last rites, and the railway police had documented the case with photos, confirming his death. The investigators realized that unless the code was deciphered, Vaishnavi's body wouldn't be found. Between January 7th and January 15th, an intense search was conducted. Interestingly, the police hadn't shared the details of the code with anyone, not even the Forest Department. On January 16th, during another search, a police officer casually mentioned the code, a 1501 inches, to a Forest Department employee. The employee was startled as they recognized the code. It turned out to be a tree census number assigned during forest mapping. The team began searching near the tree marked a 1501. About 6 feet from the tree, they found Vaishnavi's body. Missing since December 12, 2023, Vaishnavi was discovered on January 16, 2024. Her body was severely decomposed, and her face was unrecognizable. However, her clothing and a wristwatch matched the descriptions provided by her family. They also found her college ID card lanyard near the body. Vaishnavi's family confirmed her identity based on these belongings, and the body was sent for a post-mortem. Vaibhav's phone revealed the entire story of his relationship with Vaishnavi. It contained an 8-page suicide note written before his death. After her family tried to intervene and explained things to her, Vaishnavi had blocked Vaibhav's number and cut all ties with him on social media. this distressed Vaibhav, who had been in a relationship with Vaishnavi for 5 years, starting when she was a minor. Vaibhav was ignored by Vaishnavi for months. Despite his attempts to contact her, including visiting her college, she refused to meet or talk to him. Vaibhav even saw her talking to another boy, which fueled his suspicions of betrayal. Photos and videos on his phone indicated the extent of their relationship. Both had decided earlier that if their families forced them into separate marriages, they would use these photos and videos to stop the weddings. Vaibhav had planned the murder and his own suicide months in advance. He detailed his intentions in his notes, mentioning that he would strangle her, and this was later confirmed by post-mortem findings of windpipe damage. On December 12th, Vaibhav called Vaishnavi and asked her to meet him. They spent time in the jungle from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The last note update was around noon, indicating the murder occurred around that time. After killing Vaishnavi, Vaibhav noted the location of the tree with the code, a 1/501 inches on his phone to ensure the exact site could be found later. That evening, around 5 p.m., he went to Navi Railway Station and jumped in front of a train, ending his life. In this tragic story, a deranged lover killed his partner when marriage seemed impossible and then took his own life. With no perpetrator left to prosecute, the case was closed.